Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here, back with another guide for Metroid Dread. This time we're going to take down the game's final boss, Beak. Beak is a really difficult fight. It has 3 complete phases, and it is a lot to get through. So let's get started. Right off the bat, the boss will generally do a claw swipe to come right after you. It doesn't deal too much damage, believe it or not, but you want to try to get around it, because sometimes he can hit you with a 3-hit combo. This black orb you want to shoot with ice missiles 4 times. This wave you want to duck under, and then you want to parry at any given opportunity. I sort of messed up the riposte there, or the counterattack. I kind of wasn't sure what was happening, but once you parry, basically start shooting, and you're going to get some bonus damage. Alright, so now in the second phase, the boss is glowing gold. He is pretty much invulnerable except for counterattacks from parries. So you can counterattack that charge ability right there. That one's pretty hard. He moves really fast. But again, I should have kept shooting there, and then I would have had more damage. Destroying this black orb with 4 missiles allows you to heal yourself as well as get some missiles back. So always try to kill that thing, even if it means you might get hit by it. It's generally worth it. So this is a 2-hit combo that I was unable to sort of recognize was coming. But you do want to parry that second hit. When the boss sticks his hand up in the air and he starts that big sort of screen wave beam, you want to get real close to him. But do not spend too much time attacking him, because he will counterattack you pretty quickly. Alright, so here comes the black orb again. We're going to transition into phase 2 here pretty soon. Alright, jumping over the claw swipes. And then when the boss does the come here motion, you want to get close to him and then press X to counterattack, and then you'll be able to deal a ton of damage to him. But you do have to get very, very close to him. Just keep that in mind. That's another black orb, and as you can see, I'm at full health with 275 missiles. I'm fully stocked because I keep killing the black orb. You don't ever want to ignore it. You always want to go after it. It's free heals and free ammo. Alright, so we got a counter here, and then you just want to keep holding L and R and mashing Y. This way you keep shooting missiles, and you get the full counterattack in there. Alright, another black orb here. Great, get real close. We're going to jump over the claws. Okay, the boss is going to say, come here one more time. We're going to counter again, and then just keep laying into him. After you sort of get into this animation, you don't have to counter anymore. It's just going to keep going. So do not let up until the screen sort of transitions back. All right, so here we are in the second phase. The boss will now sprout wings, and this is easily the hardest phase of the entire fight. The boss just does so many new attacks that it can be kind of overwhelming. Alright, so starting off, the boss will generally try to swipe towards you or fly towards you. You want to slide underneath that. That's the only way to not take damage from that. When the boss starts training his sights on you, you just want to screw attack around as best you can. We're going to do that again here. And you want to keep going until the bullets are stopped. As you deal more and more damage to the boss, those bullets will keep coming even faster and for longer. So don't think it's just one loop around. It can actually be 2. Alright, so that's a really big beam attack there. That one's a little hard to telegraph. I kind of just got used to what it looked like. But basically, if the boss is just pointing down in an angle and does not move, that's going to be the giant beam that you just got to slide under or dash through. Yeah, as you can see, that bullet storm lasted a little while longer than I was anticipating, and it's moving a little bit faster. Alright, we're going to slide under this, and then just always turn around, keep shooting missiles. It's going to slam onto the ground. Just do your best to avoid all of this. Unfortunately, there is no opportunity to heal in this phase because there's no more black orb, so just keep that in mind. Now, we're getting pretty close to entering phase 3 here, and phase 3 is, I wouldn't say, any more difficult than phase 2. I do think phase 2 is a little bit more hectic, but phase 3 does have some dirty attacks in it. See, the bullet storm just keeps going here. It really kind of doesn't end. All right, slide under. Shoot some more. Luckily, he does not have any X abilities where, he would be sort of producing oil on the ground. Luckily, that doesn't happen. All right, so phase 3, we are going to destroy one wing, and then the boss is going to say, I don't need wings, and he just rips it off of himself, which is kind of gangster, but, I mean, it's his choice. All right, so phase 3, you want to try to end as quickly as possible because there's a lot of overwhelming attacks. Mostly this giant orb in the sky. I do not believe you can actually destroy this. It does pulse out sort of energy attacks in sort of crescent form, so you want to try to find a gap that works for you and just jump through it. Eventually it will go away. You want to try to bait out attacks that you can counter. So the claws cannot be countered, that blue attack cannot be countered, but this can. Unfortunately, I messed it up, but when you see the boss just sort of cocking his arm back for a while, he's going to rush towards you with an attack that you can counter. But the one where he glows blue, that one cannot be countered. So unfortunately, it kind of has me stuck in a corner here. Bit of a bummer. But this is why you want to spend as much time as possible in phase 1 killing those blue orbs, because it makes it so you come into this phase with as much health as possible. Alright, we're going to get a counter here soon. There we go. There's one. And then from here, you just want to keep shooting. Don't let up. You only have to counter the one move. Just keep going. And then we got a little bit more to go after this. Alright, so no new attacks here. We're just going to try it all over again. We do get a black orb, luckily. This was the only one I actually got in this phase, which is kind of nice. I kept trying to counter that, but I just don't think it's possible. I think you're meant to dash through it yourself, just to help yourself out. Alright, so during this phase, the boss does not do anything that can be countered, so you really just want to focus on avoiding damage as best you can, doing your best to control your screw attacks and get out of dodge. As you can see, I'm pretty low on health, but it's okay. We're going to manage, don't worry. And there you go. That is the end of the fight. You do just want to counter these last 2 attacks, and then the fight ends, and I will leave it there. I will say, I'm not trying to spoil anything, but the next sort of scripted moment of this, you do have to shoot a gun. Just hold L and hold Y. That's the whole thing. That's the whole scripted event. I thought it might have been like a charge shot or something, but in case you're confused, in the next part, just hold L and hold Y, and you'll get it. Okay, but that's it. That is Raven Beak, and that's basically the end of the game. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides from Metroid Dread, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. The link for that is in the video description below. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.